What's good, y'all? So before we get into this video, I just want to say that I love Big E Langston, and this is extremely heartbreaking news for me. I was pissed off when I heard he had got his neck broke. I blame Vince McMahon. Me personally, I think he deserves a lot more than what he got. I think the New Day were on fire, but at some point in time, all good things must come to an end. I feel like they should have been broke the New Day up, and it was kind of weird how they had him, like he was away from the New Day, but they were still together. It's just he was kind of doing his own thing. I'm like, no, you should just broke them. You should just broke them up, and then had Kofi and Zay come back together in the storyline, and E just break off and do his own thing. He got the colorful entrance. Like the Wale music, all that stuff was cool. Just kind of showing like he kind of stepping away from New Day. I think that would have been better and would have meant more. When I hate to say it, but that celebration when E won the title with Zay and Kofi coming out there, that could have got that they could have did that backstage. Why? Because Zay's not in the New Day anymore. I mean, E not in the New Day anymore, and it would have made more sense if we're trying to push him as a solo wrestler with that. You got to get used to seeing him by himself. And so, yeah, like when I heard the news that E had got his neck broke, I was pissed off because he had won a championship. He lost a championship. He was in some big matches. He's wrestling against Brock Lesnar. He's wrestling against, Kevin Owens and all the big names. And for all that momentum to just go to a halt is heartbreaking for his career. And, because the fans are, if you out of sight, then you out of mind. And injuries, ruin promotions that they have paid for to have you on. And now they got to change that, because you got injured. And the type of injury that he got was not only career ending, but life threatening. And there was a quote that he said on, I think, Twitter or X, whatever you want to call that shit, where he said he didn't get into the wrestling business to become paralyzed. And I respect that because, nobody does. But this dumbass right here, Big E is 300 pounds, bro. Okay? He's somewhere in that 5'11", 6-foot range, maybe 5'10", 5'11" range. But he's solid 300 pounds. Okay? They had him wrestling with a guy who's notoriously known for injuring people. And God forbid, I can't remember this dude's name because I hate him so much. I hope he get fucking fired. Like, you don't deserve to be in wrestling. But he had injured people in NXT because his dumbass don't really know how to work. So why would you then move him up from NXT to the main roster? If you weren't gonna use him, I don't even think he's on the roster anymore. If you weren't gonna use him, then what the fuck was the point of bringing him up to the main roster? You could have just left him in NXT or just fired him. But they bring him up to the main roster, and this dumbass bastard who didn't even work or practice with Big E like that. That was the first time they worked together. And he was supposed to do a belly-to-belly suplex, but his dumbass did it wrong. And he tried to lift E up in the air and couldn't do it. And botched this damn belly-to-belly suplex. And E fell on his neck. And so, with that being said, he post on Twitter or X, it looks like I may never be cleared to wrestle again. And I think that's just heartbreaking for everything that this man, accomplished. He's a very accomplished man before he even got to wrestling. Breaking weightlifting records. World's strongest man. Very acclaimed man. He got a PhD. Has a lot of degrees. Very intelligent. So wrestling was just something to test his athleticism and have fun. But that's just heartbreaking that a black man who's young, he's in that 30 or early 30 range, you know, had a chance to do something special or continue to do something special in WWE, and for that to get diminished, I was spitting Vince McMahon's face. And me personally, I feel like they did this shit on purpose because they just didn't want to have a black champion, which is another topic that I want to talk about another time. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. You know, did you like Big E? Will you miss Big E? How do you feel about it? All right, peace.